Johnny Depp, the man Hollywood tried to erase, in a world that builds heroes just to break them, in an industry that sells dreams but feeds on destruction, one man stood alone, against the storm. He was the outsider Hollywood couldn't control, the rebel with a poet's heart, the artist who turned pain into performance. This is the story of Johnny Depp, the pirate, the misfit, the man Hollywood tried to erase but couldn't. Chapter 1. Early Life and Background. John Christopher Depp II was born on June 9, 1963 in Owensboro, Kentucky, the youngest of 4 children in a working-class family. His childhood wasn't a fairy tale, it was a storm. The family moved nearly 20 times before settling in Florida. At home, his parents fought and little Johnny found his escape in music. He picked up a guitar at age 12 and never let go. Music became his first love, his only therapy. He joined a band called The Kids, dreaming of becoming a rock star, not an actor. But life had another script waiting. Chapter 2. Struggles and Failures. At 16, Johnny dropped out of high school. He was chasing music, but found struggle, sleeping on couches, selling pens over the phone, and living off hope. Then fate walked in. Wearing sunglasses, Nicolas Cage. Cage told him, "You should try acting. You've got something the camera will love." Johnny auditioned for A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. He got the role, and suddenly he was that handsome new guy from Hollywood. But deep inside, he felt lost. He didn't want to be another pretty face. He wanted to be an artist. "I don't want to be a product of Hollywood. I want to create something that lasts longer than fame." And that's when the rebellion began. Chapter 3. The Turning Point. Then came 1990, and with it, Tim Burton. Burton saw not an actor, but a soul full of shadows and light. Together, they made Edward Scissorhands. It wasn't just a movie, it was Johnny's mirror, a story of a man built by others, yet misunderstood by all. The film turned him into a global icon, but more importantly, it set him free. No more teen idol. Now, a true artist. And from that point on, every role was a rebellion. Ed Wood, Donnie Brasco, Sleepy Hollow, Sweeney Todd. Each character, strange, broken, beautiful. Johnny Depp wasn't acting. He was bleeding art. Chapter 4. Rise to Fame. Then came the pirate. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Critics laughed before it came out. Disney is making a pirate movie? That'll fail. And then Jack Sparrow walked on screen. Trunk, dazzling, brilliant, a hurricane in human form. Johnny said later, "Captain Jack is me if I'd never learned to behave." That one role changed pop culture forever. The pirate became a legend. Johnny Depp became a symbol of freedom, in art and in life. Chapter 5. Controversies and Criticism. But fame is a double-edged sword. The same cameras that once adored him turned on him. In 2016, his private life became public war. Lies, accusations, and headlines painted him as a monster. He lost roles, lost friends, lost everything. But he didn't lose himself. During the Amber Heard trial, Johnny's voice was calm, not vengeful. He said, "Truth is the only thing I'm interested in. Lies run sprints, but the truth runs marathons." When the verdict came, the world erupted. It wasn't just justice, it was redemption. Millions online stood by him because deep down, people saw not a villain, but a survivor. Chapter 6. Legacy and Impact. Johnny Depp isn't just an actor. He's an idea. An idea that art is rebellion, that pain can be turned into poetry, that you can lose everything and still stay true. He still paints. He still makes music. He still visits children's hospitals dressed as Captain Jack, because even pirates can have hearts of gold. I think everybody's weird. We should all celebrate our individuality and not be embarrassed by it. That quote defines him. Not the scandal, not the fame, but the freedom to be himself. Chapter 7. Climax and Ending. Maybe Johnny Depp was never meant to fit in. Maybe he was born to remind us that imperfection can be beautiful. Through fame, failure, fire, and forgiveness, he stood as an artist who never quit. He doesn't need awards. He doesn't need validation, because his legacy is already written in the hearts of those who saw beyond the makeup, beyond the madness, beyond the myth. So when history remembers Johnny Depp, it won't be for his trials. It will be for his truth. Because legends don't fade, they evolve. They outlive the noise. You can close your eyes to the things you don't want to see, but you can't close your heart to the things you don't want to feel. Johnny Depp.